be able to have him out here. Really pleased with just, his workload increasing. Obviously, you guys felt his presence out here, so we look pretty sharp defensively today.
Coach McVay, what have you seen from Allard Jackson during training camp?
From AJ?
Yeah.
He's done a great job. He's been able to play outside. We're anticipating, he's got a good chance to be our swing tackle, and then seeing some positive steps in the right direction, as a guard as well.
With Matthew, Sean, was there like a number count for throws you wanted him to do today?
It's kind of just basically getting him those first couple team periods in the 7-on, so that was kind of the plan all along, and he's feeling good, and like anything else, we'll see how he's doing tomorrow, and we'll continue to kind of just reevaluate as we go.
Sean, at the outset of training camp, I asked about your contract status, and you said we're in a good place.
Yep.
Do you have a new contract?
I was talking in regards to, Les and I have always been a pair. We wanted to be able to kind of announce that when both of us gotten done. Mine is done. Les is in the process of that, but I think in respect to wanting to show the partnership for us, I said, you guys will know when we both get done, and that was kind of how I had addressed it. But, since it comes up again, it is something that we've been taking care of, but it is very important for Les and I to kind of have that represented as we're a partnership and a pair.
How do you feel about your new deal?
No, I feel good. It was kind of always, really good dialogue that existed. These things, they take time, but I think it is important. We, out of respect for the process, we wanted it to be able to be announced when both Les and I got done because of the partnership, and I think it's only gotten better as we go, but that's kind of where it's at right now.
On that note, Sean, understand it's a separate process from your day-to-day operations, but as it pertains, you've been very strongly vocal about being aligned with Les. So how involved do you get in checking in on those conversations? I
think we're all on the same page. I think there's just the natural semantics that need to take place. I think Tony and Kevin do an excellent job with that, and Les and Sean, his agent. So it's something that I know everybody has the anticipation and expectation that it'll get done, but these are things that sometimes take time. But it is important because of the partnership that Les and I share. But that's something that it is important for him, but I've way moved on and really focused on the season, and there's a lot of things that we got to be able to clean up as a team.
Sean, tell me a little bit about your checklist coming into this camp. Now you've been here for almost a couple of weeks, things that you wanted to get accomplished in that learning curve and ramping up. Where are you right there?
Yeah, I don't
necessarily. What things you still?
Yeah, I still see. This just because we're leaving here tomorrow, it's a continuation. It's all a build up towards September 8th. So. You want to get better every single day. There's a numerous amount of things that you want to see accomplished, but we want to continue to evaluate what are the most competitive 53 guys that we can put out there and really find our 48 for September 8th against the Bills. I think we're in the process of building. When you look at today, I thought it was outstanding by the defense. A lot of turnovers on the flip side, which is some of the things that you deal with. Not nearly good enough offensively, but I thought there were some positive strides in the run game. I thought we leveled off runs. I thought we fit some combinations up, but going back and looking at the film will be good. There was a couple things that aren't up to our standards, special teams with the way that we ended that. So we have a long, long way to go. We're not anywhere close to where we need to be. Nobody needs to press the panic button, but we got to start having a little bit more sense of urgency overall, particularly on the offensive side of the ball, and that's what we're going to continue to focus on.
With a couple more individuals along those lines?
I think it's really about the team right now.
With the offensive frustration today, not to be cliche, a little bit of dog days of summer, sometimes the defense knows. Was it any of that, or was it strictly
I think that's an easy excuse. I wouldn't let us, have that from an offensive perspective. We got to take better care of the football. We've got to be able to do the things that are in alignment with what good teams do. Even some of the procedural issues, pre-snap penalties. We're in a situation where we're playing for a touchdown. You're on the 7, you jump off sides, moves it back to the 12. Your chances of being able to punch it in significantly decrease. You can't have those kind of things from players that have played a lot of football. That's why you do practice, but we want to continue to create as much positive stress as possible so that we can go play with clarity and a quieted mind on the 8th. But the defense has done some really good things. I was very pleased with them. They're really playing as one. You could see our full arsenal is out there today with Jalen getting as many snaps, Aaron coming off an off day, Bobby continuing to lead the way. The only guy we're missing was Flo, and we're continuing to be smart with him. But I really like where we're at defensively and want to start to see some increased urgency offensively.
Sean, with that, Leonard and then also T. Lou and Chris Garrett, everything okay there too?
Yeah, Chris Garrett, he ended up getting his groin. Those soft tissue things can be anywhere between a couple days to a couple weeks. So, I kind of defer to Reggie and his group, and I know he's going to do everything in his power to get out, get back and get out here as quickly as possible. With Leonard, we're just being precautious with his ankle.
And then just as a quick follow-up in regards to injuries and maybe non-injuries, but with Allen, some of the contact and then that one-handed catch that got a big noise from the crowd,
Yeah.
but then looked like he got a little checked up after that. First of all, is he okay?
He's okay.
And second of all, like when you're trying to get him good work and the DB's good work, what's the line between getting that physical work and also being competitive?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think that's the balance we're always trying to figure out, Jordan. I think, practice, you want to try to mimic and emulate the game-like situations while minimizing the risk for injury. And I think that is one of the separators. We try to show examples of what it looks like. I want guys to be able to go up and compete for the football, but don't want guys diving for loose balls. If you're a post safety and you can make a break on an in-breaking route, being able to pull up, showing, hey, I'm there to make that play, but not at the risk of colliding unnecessarily with some of my teammates. And so I think really you have tangible examples to be able to demonstrate of what the veterans know what that looks like. But there's nothing like these guys positively pushing one another. But trying to do that in a smart way is always that balance we're trying to find. Okay? Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Sean.
All right.